And the starting lineups have concluded. So it's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Porter and Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Strother in at the 2 guard. And for Oklahoma City, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Alex Caruso out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the center position. We'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one. These two bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the 2 guys we get to watch here tonight. You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
Porter kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Strother.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
Now here's Caruso. He's covered closely. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Murray. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
That's a funky distance for a jumper. SGA making it look routine.
That one's not going to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Denver on top. They lead by 1. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at PayCom Center right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And so here's Denver. On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Murray and Brown are the guards. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. Murray, good.
This is Murray's game, a shoot-first combo guard who's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Here's Holmgren. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Murray surveying the D, passes it to Jokic. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And with his length, it's easy to see why Holmgren's such an effective shot blocker.
And he gets it to go.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Brown. Murray outside. Here's Jokic. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring advantage. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
They've run this offense seamlessly. Each guy seems to understand his role. They're making smart decisions with the basketball, and I can give a shout-out to the playmaker. This team's success is because of you, brother.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
And their defense has been an absolute disaster, offering little to no resistance, allowing the other team to walk all over them. They need to show way more fight in the second half, or they're going to get trampled.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now Murray. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in at the three, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Strother.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Williams passes to Dort. Over Porter. Denver grabs the miss.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Now here's Gordon. There's the pass to Jokic. Gouging inside. It's Jokic.
Jokic doing a nice job on the screen. Solidly set, then rolls to the perfect spot for the score.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Pickett. Missed. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 5. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Aaron Gordon, and it's Pickett in at the point. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 5. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He begged his players to keep it simple out there. He told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan, guys.
Thank you, David. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray.
Thunder on D. It's a 5-point game.
you know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 5. We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And so here is Oklahoma City, trailing by 5. Williams kicks to Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. There's the triple. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Williams for 3. The shot will not fall.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you.